Hey there guys, Fireman Official here and welcome to this Crossfire Legion video, and today we're talking all about the faction Global Risk. It's important to be aware though guys that this video is made at a time when the game is on its technical stress test. Therefore we can probably expect some updates to the faction when the game actually finally releases. To keep up to date with the game, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Global Risk is described as a mercenary organisation commissioned by world governments to settle global causes and disputes while maintaining their control over the planet's resources. They style themselves as the good guys that stands in opposition to the forces of Blacklist. Global Risk was founded by former members of Special Operations Forces to end meaningless war and bring justice. With these objectives in mind, Global Risk is legitimized by larger states. Relying on their military expertise and corporate dominance, Global Risk is rich in funds and technology that they use to further solidify their status as keepers of global order. Their combat strategy relies on maintaining distance from their opponent. They have a wide range of specialized units, which when used together in combined arms, can be a deadly combo to deal with. Using their numbers and relentlessness, Global Risk often finds that by the time one wave has nearly fallen in battle, the second has arrived and is ready to provide support. Taking a look at the commanders, we have to start off with the Cardinal, the Fixer, the commander to turn to when all seems lost. A veteran who rallies troops to fight more effectively. He knows not to let emotions get in the way of the mission, but struggles to keep his calm. With this commander, we have two unique abilities. The Fire at Will ability, which launches an artillery barrage into an area. The rounds deal massive damage to enemy armies or structures caught in the blast radius. The second ability is the Rally ability. Targeted areas grants a temporary rate of fire bonus and heals friendly units. Another commander is Eclipse, who is Cardinal's XO. She grows more pragmatic about the differences she can make in the world, but believes in Cardinal's ability to lead Global Risk to victory. She specializes in quickly maneuvering her troops to capture key objectives or set up ambushes. She brings two unique skills to the table: Mobilize ability. Targeted units gain an aura that gives it and friendly units a temporary speed bonus. The boost is increased when the other units are out of combat. Suppressive bombardment ability calls down a precision bombing run on the target area, dealing massive damage to enemy ground units. The third commander for the Global Risk is the Warden. The Warden initially took the reins of Global Risk. He is a defensive specialist who can quickly deploy fortifications to protect his troops. He brings about two unique abilities. Forward Operating Base ability deploys an artillery base to the target location. This self-destructs when the energy runs out. Nearby field defensive fortifications deploy a turret while the base is present. The Field Defense ability deploys a fortification that reduces incoming damage to nearby allies. The fortification is temporarily upgraded with a weapon when a forward operations base is nearby. It's now time to look at some of the units for the Global Risk faction. Let's start by looking at the Trooper. The Trooper is a basic infantry that is effective in high numbers. It deploys quickly and outranges most other infantry. The Trooper can be upgraded to increase their rate of fire for a limited time at the cost of health. There are two abilities for the Trooper. There's the Combat Boost, which sacrifices some health to increase the rate of fire and movement speed for a short duration. There's also the Forward Turret, which is a ground defense building that is able to be built off the power grid. Next, we'll take a look at the Rocket Trooper. The Rocket Trooper is a heavy infantry that is effective against light vehicles, aircraft, and structures. Upgrades increase its attack range. It has two abilities: Rocket Fuel, which increases the attack range of the Rocket Trooper, and Forward Turret, which is a ground defense building that is able to be built off the power grid. Let's move on to the Cavalier. This is a light scout vehicle with excellent speed, can lay down mines that damage and slow opponents. It is ideal for harassing enemy lines. The abilities that this unit brings is that it can deploy mines, use a charge and deploy mines to target a location. Enemy troops detonate mines upon the contact, doing damage and slowing in an area. It only has 3 charges. Scout Vision. Added radar technology increases the sight range of the Cavalier. Let's take a look at the Herald. It's a support vehicle that can project a massive barrier that reduces incoming damage to nearby allies. It detects stealth units and can launch an EMP that nullifies enemy shields and energy. Its abilities are that it can have a sonic shield. While active, this reduces the damage taken by any units inside. EMP Burst fires an EMP attack that reduces the shield and energy of enemies and reveals them if they are in stealth. The Phalanx is a heavy tank designed to soak up enemy attacks. Can be upgraded to further reduce incoming damage at the cost of being immobile. Its abilities is Hull Down. While active, the Phalanx tank takes less damage and becomes stationary. Deactivate Hull Down. This removes the additional armor, allowing the Phalanx to move again. Next up is the Javelin, a heavy fighter jet that is effective at hit and run and harassment tactics. Can be upgraded with additional armor. Its abilities: the Aramid Hull. The Javelin takes reduced damage from incoming attacks. And last but not least, the Morning Star. Frontline aircraft that can shred groups of enemy infantry with its chain guns. Can be upgraded to project a protective barrier around an allied unit. Its abilities: barrage an area, dealing massive damage over time to any ground units inside the affected area. Defense Matrix projects a protective barrier around a target unit. The protected unit will not take damage until the barrier is depleted. I hope you've enjoyed this brief overview of the Global Risk faction's units, and I'm currently working on a similar video for the other factions, so stay tuned, do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Take care guys, and see you next time.